All right, today's homework is subtracting integers. A lot of you got done yesterday, head start on this, but let me go through it just in case you had some questions. Let's start on problem number 2. Let's just pick number 2. So on number 2, we are subtracting 27 minus 84. So 27 minus 84, if you use the number line concept, you know that if you take positive 27 and then move left 84 units, it should be a negative value. So we know it's a negative value, so I'm going to go ahead and put negative. And then off to the side, I'm going to take 84 and subtract 27. So when I subtract, I'm going to have to borrow, and I get 57. And the reason I know it's negative is because, like we talked about, if I'm taking 84 from 27 and use the visual of a number line, I'm moving so far left on a number line with the 84 that it's going to put me in the negatives. Let's skip down to number 6. All right, number 6, you have negative 11 minus 9. I'm going to continue with the number line concept to help you out. And on number 6, I'm going to start at negative 11 and subtract 9 more. So if I draw a number line, I'm going to use a space over here and put a 0 here, and just put negative 11 approximately. And if I'm subtracting from that, okay, if I'm subtracting from that, that means I'm going to go in the direction left 9 more units. So in this case, I'm basically adding 11 and 9 together, which is 20, and I make it negative. Okay, a negative minus 9 more creates a bigger negative, is the expression we're using in class. And I know some of your teachers last year taught you some other ways to learn these, but there were 3 different teachers, so I'm trying to avoid using the lingo, okay? I'm trying to avoid using the little tricks you all learn. 10 is a good example to do. The way I read 10 is 7 minus negative 8. So if I look at that, 7 minus negative 8. And we talked in class a few days ago about how the opposite of negative 8 can be interpreted right there. And this allowed your teachers to do some of those little cutesy sayings last year. I want to say you guys learned change the sign, add a line, or something along those lines. But I'm going to just go in there, and I'm going to rewrite the problem as, let's see, 7. Oops, let me get a pen. 7. I'm, instead of saying minus, I'm going to say the opposite of negative 8 is plus 8. So if your teacher taught you that you see minus, minus, change it to a plus, this is what they're talking about. The opposite of negative 8 is actually a plus 8 or positive 8. So on number 10, you should have gotten 15. Hopefully you're okay with that. Okay, let me scroll down. Let's do one more. Let's do 14. 14, if I look at 14, I have negative 9 minus negative 14. So negative 9 stays negative 9, but the opposite of negative 14 is going to allow me to do the thing where we change these signs. A negative, in this case, minus a negative changes to plus 14. So I'm going to grab my pen, and I'm going to change colors quick. So I say negative 9, that doesn't change, it's out front, plus 14. So if you went through here and changed those signs, you're okay. You can do it that way. We've had some confusion in class when we're playing our games and stuff with this problem right here. I have negative 9 plus positive 14. So you can either use the number line concept, or in this case, I'm going to describe it with just items in general. Let's say I have 9 things that are negative. And then over here, I'm going to add to it 14 things that are positive. So you might have called 0 pairs in the past. We don't have to call them 0 pairs, but I want you to see that there are more positive value than there are negative values on this problem. So when I look at that, I know that my answer is positive. So now I've got the worry about whether it's positive or negative taken away, because this value here is bigger than 9 and it's positive. Now I can subtract or find the difference in these two values, which is 5. So in that case, we know it's positive 5, and you're done. Okay? This worksheet, if it's stressing you out, this is a common challenge for middle school students. Okay? So the positive and negative integers do get frustrating, and as this sheet goes on, there's some very good challenge problems towards the bottom. Stay patient with yourself, and you are welcome to come into tutoring, and I'll give you some help. So that's all our video for today. Hopefully you can apply those concepts to the problems on this page, and come in if you need me tomorrow morning. Thanks.